That is what their job is, to look in the history of this group to determine whether or not they've been able to make good returns on the prior investments, and make a recommendation that if we do give money to these individuals for investment purposes, that the state is going to, they're going to get a positive result. Now, in this case, the third-party consultant was hired based on a contingency basis, meaning that if they will only be paid if there is an award or a recommendation that's made to fund this bank. So the third party that performed the due diligence, there's no incentive to say that this is not a good investment, because they're not going to make money off this. There should be a flat fee that should have been awarded to that group to perform an objective analysis. What they did is I have not seen the due diligence report, but the due diligence report did state that Shore Bank was obviously a good investment, even though they have no history or track record of this type of investments or making investments with the state of Illinois. And unfortunately, the $12.8 million that was awarded, the state of Illinois lost every dollar on it because the bank folded. And we should have known about it, that this bank doesn't have a history to make these types of investments. They should have pulled the money out when they saw the value of their investment was decreasing. But overall, it goes to the integrity of the program and how decisions are being made at ISAC with College, Illinois. That is why I have a resolution that will be passed next week, which is going to direct the Auditor General to perform a more comprehensive audit on the investment strategies and policies of the ISAC with the Illinois prepaid college tuition program. I'm very concerned about the loss in value of the fund. I'm receiving phone calls and emails day and night people are asking me what they should do. My goal is to turn this around, make this a viable fund. I think that the state should live up to its obligations. I mean, the state of Illinois through ISAC marketed this program as a sure bet, that it was a good investment and it would not be, the state would honor these contracts and would not be subject to market fluctuations. We've lost 31%, almost $300 million in the fund over the last 2 years. Now, the director believes that, at least as of 2 weeks ago, he believes that the future of the investment funds should be placed, almost half of it, close to 50% of the funds should be placed into high-risk investments, meaning derivatives and hedge funds. I don't believe that the families who signed up for College, Illinois believed that they were going to have their contracts left at a crap table. That is not the way that this was marketed, and it should not be presented that way. We need to overhaul College, Illinois, so we can at least bring integrity and bring confidence back to the people of Illinois that this is a safe bet, and that if you are going to make that investment for your child's education in the future, the state of Illinois is going to make sure that it's going to honor those original contracts. I don't want the state of Illinois to come in to bail this out. That's the last resort. I want us to turn around the philosophy and the direction of ISAC with this particular program. I want it to be self-sustaining, but they have to make some wholesale changes on the way in which they do business. And it comes down to not just investment practices, but the individuals who are making these recommendations to the board, that in this case, Shore Bank, that they're a good investment. We lost $12.8 million almost overnight based on I would call probably a suspect due diligence report. I haven't seen it yet, but the report from the Auditor General does raise questions on how that transaction went down. And these are the things that we are going to look into. I will ask these questions next week, but this is not an issue that's going to go away. All of us in the General Assembly have an interest in it. We are all receiving phone calls and very great concerns from a number of residents of whether or not they should take their money out. I'm telling them, don't take the money out. Let us fix the problem, because this is still the concept behind College, Illinois is good. Make that early investment, and it's going to secure you, and it's going to protect you from tuition spikes in the future. Other states have not had some great success, but I can tell you the state of Michigan, who is in much worse financial condition than the state of Illinois, their College Michigan program is funded at almost 85%. They're in pretty good shape. Texas is funded at 105%. There's a number of other states who are well funded, who have taken the position that they are going to have either very minimal or 0% of their investment portfolio will go into alternative investments, which is just the opposite of what they're doing at ISAC. And I don't know why we're doing that, and the other states have said they're going to go stocks and bonds, more conservative types of investment practices and policies, and they're funded 90%, 100%, and over 100%. We're at 68% right now. So we need to change this philosophy, and we need to right this ship.
So does this Auditor General's report surprise you at all? How
Surprise
is it
me?
different?
No, it disappoints me. I'm not surprised because I have, over the last 3 weeks, I've been conducting my own due diligence and research into College, Illinois, and I'm very surprised at the philosophy of ISAC and the executive director who want to take the investment portfolio into higher risk investments. That's not what people signed up for. And when I see that there was probably some lapses in some of the decision making that went into investments, and also with the third-party consultants, am I surprised? No. Am I disappointed? Yes. But these are things that we have to get our arms around. It's a very complicated type of practice and how this works. The investment world is something I'm not schooled in. I'm a lawyer. I was a prosecutor, but I'm not an investment manager. But we have to understand the problem first, and we need to make the changes afterwards. But this issue will not go away. As long as I'm a member of the legislature, I'm committed to righting this ship and making sure that parents are going to be able to make these investments, knowing full well that the state of Illinois is not going to renege on the promises that they made when they made these contracts.